Hey everyone, I want to share something with you a little different from other days. I am gonna read you a little piece of Life's Little Instruction Book by H. Jackson Brown Jr. I'm gonna read the introduction first. I think it is quite important, and it goes something like this. This book began as a gift to my son Adam, as he packed his stereo typewriter, blue blazer, and other necessary necessities for his new life as a college freshman. I retreated to the family room to jot down a few observations and words of counsel I thought he might find useful. I read years ago that it was not the responsibility of parents to pave the road for their children, but to provide a roadmap. That's how I hoped he will use these mind and heart reflections. I started writing, and what I thought would take a few hours took several days. I gathered my collection of handwriting notes, typed them up, and put them in a dime store binder. I walked to the garage and slid it under the front seat of the station wagon. A few days later, his mother and I helped him move into his new dorm room. When he was all settled in, I asked him to come with me to the parking lot. It was uh, it was time for the presentation. I reached under the car seat and with words to the effect that this was what I knew about living a happy and rewarding life, handed him the bound pages. He hugged me, shook my hand. It was a very special moment. Well, somehow those typewritten pages became this little book you're now holding. You may not agree with all these entries, and from your own life experience, I'm sure you could add 100 more. Obviously, some are more important than others, but all I have added, um, but all have added a degree of joy, meaning, and efficiency to my life. A few days after I given Adam his copy, he called me from his dorm room. Dad, he said, I've been reading this instruction book and I think it's one of the best gifts I ever received. I'm going to add it, I'm going to add to it and someday give it to my son. Every once in a while, life hands you a moment so precious, so overwhelming you almost glow. I know, I have just experienced one. H. Jackson Brown. He's got a lot of other books, but I'm not gonna go into that. Here's a dedication for Adam, my son, and in many ways my teacher. Son, how can I help you see? May I give you my shoulders to stand on? Now you see farther than me. Now you see for both of us. Won't you tell me what you see? And here goes the tips. I'm gonna go just not say any numbers. You can you get the idea. If you see this couple compliment 3 people every day, I think that's a very good number one. Number two is have a dog. Watch a sunrise at least once a year. Remember other people's birthdays. Overtip breakfast waitresses. Have a firm handshake. Look people in the eye. Say thank you a lot. Say please a lot. Learn to play a musical instrument. Sing in the shower. Use the good silver. Learn to make great chili. Plant flowers every spring. Own a great stereo system. Be the first to say hello. Live beneath your means. Drive inexpensive cars but own the best house you can afford. Buy great books even if you never read them. Be forgiving of yourself and others. Learn 3 clean jokes. Wear polished shoes. Floss your teeth. Drink champagne for no reason at all. Ask for a rise when you feel you earned it. If in a fight, hit first and hit hard. That's very important. Return all things you borrow. Teach some kind of class. Be a student in some kind of class. Never buy a house without a fireplace. Buy whatever kids sell on card tables in their front yards. Once in your life, own a convertible. Treat everyone you meet like you want to be treated. Learn to identify the music of Chopin, Mozart, and Beethoven. Plant a tree on your birthday. Donate 2 pins of blood every year. Make new friends but cherish the old ones. Keep secrets. Take a lot of snapshots. I will beg to differ on that one since smartphones exist now. Never refuse homemade brownies. Don't postpone joy. Write thank you notes promptly. All capitals. Never give up on anybody. Miracles happen every day. Normal letters. Show respect for teachers. Show respect for police officers and firemen. Show respect for military personnel. Don't waste time learning the tricks of the trade. Instead, learn the trade. Keep a tight rein of temper. Keep a tight rein on your temper. Buy vegetables from truck farmers who advertise with hand letter signs. Put the cap back on the toothpaste. Take out the garbage without being told. Avoid overexposure, overexposure to the sun. Boat. Surprise loved ones with little unexpected gifts. Stop blaming others. Take responsibility for every area of your life. I think I could stop right now and just leave you with that last one. Take responsibility for things that happen in your life. I think that's very important because you Americans are about to have elections, and if the elections over there are like they are over here or in any other place in the world, well, a lot of people don't follow some quite a few rules from this book, like voting and be suspicious of politicians. I think those are like super important. But back to taking the responsibility, take responsibility for your own self. Don't expect government legislation to fix every little fucking aspect of your life. You, if you don't have enough money by the end of the month and you can pay rent or gas or important stuff, stop spending money on bullshit like alcohol and drugs and fancy cars, fancy clothes. I mean, mm, be creative with your money. Prioritize stuff. I mean, you can drink, yeah, you can be social and make a big expenditure once in a while, but if you don't have enough money, because fuck it, you can never have enough money, and sometimes not even the minimum. Prioritize things, man. You don't need alcohol, you don't need cigarettes to be fucking alive. Eat eat a little cheaper for 1 month and see how much money you do. Make a budget. I mean, that's not just a big company thing. Make a budget, and you will be a much more responsible and functional human being. That's why I wanted to emphasize take responsibility. I'm gonna read some more tips to you later if this gets enough views as I expect it to do. Say goodbye to the guys, Hongui, and you guys have a great day. Bye bye.